Are you guys ready for it? It's launching in just a few days. So, we got Ulduar, and I'm gonna do an Elite's quick tip guide on Ulduar for you. The formation ground. Quick rundown of all the bosses in Ulduar formation grounds. Information that you need to know. So, you have this room. You got your siege engines, your demolishers, and then you got your salvage choppers. So this is a 25-man raid team that I'm on right now, but I'm gonna solo it because this is Dragonflight and I don't have the data for illustration purposes, but this is basically the same thing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna talk. You can activate secondary defense systems if you want to be cheap. I don't know if that's available at the start or not, but here we go. You talk to Bran. We're ready to begin the assault, and he'll start it. And then you pick siege engines, demolishers, and the salvage choppers. So the demolishers have two buttons that you need to be concerned about.
Get into your machines. I'll speak to you from here via the radio.
Demolishers have boulders, power barrels, ram, and throw passenger. Now, throw passenger isn't really important until the boss, because when you get to the boss, there's going to be these little turrets on it that you have to take down, and you have to throw a melee up there to DPS it down. So you want a melee in your demolishers so that you can throw the passenger up, and then you want to pick it up with the choppers. You want to use the chopper to beat the melee up. And then you're going to go around and you're going to kill all these towers in Ulduar. And you can leave them up if you want to. And based upon how many you leave up, you can fight the hard mode of the boss, which adds way more HP and extra mechanics like adds and stuff. And there's a lot to watch out for, but that's only if you're good, because you gotta be careful not to damage your demolisher and to be taking out all these and all the big dudes and stuff that come after you. These are a lot different on this than they are on the actual Ulduar, but it's the same raid. So you're going to be shooting down these things out of the sky. You see these blue things? You use these blue things to shoot down out of the sky, and they give you pyrite charges, and they stack on the boss. So you're going to want to be always using your demolishers, pyrite barrels, and you're going to be wanting to shoot those barrels down out of the sky. So you're always going to want to be able to fuel your attacks with your demolishers to DPS the boss down quickly and efficiently. Now, if you want to, you can disable the hard mode. You got to kill that. Those are annoying. Those little tanks. Those can take a while to kill. You got to be careful with those. There's these towers up here, like this red one right here, that you can either leave up or you can take down. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be leaving all of them up. So you got that, and the other towers, you leave them up and you get extra mechanics on the boss. It's not going to be this easy. You can destroy the towers if you choose. There's one tower here. There's one tower over there, the green one. And then there's tower over here-ish. And some other ones. Or one more, I think. So you take down all those towers if you want to, or you leave them up like I am. Once they're taken out, then you can proceed to the boss. And these little green panels right here are repair-o-matics. They repair your vehicle. So whatever damage you sustained, unless you want the achievement for not repairing, which is kind of annoying to get if you're doing it the first time and you're not used to it. But if you're used to it, you'll be able to get it easily. Alright, so I'm going to go over here to repair. I haven't taken much damage on my siege engine. I should be killing all these. You never want anything attacking you. You will always be killing it. You can ram it too. Okay. So. Let me get rid of these. See, I recovered when I ran over that. Okay, so you're gonna want to kill these, and you want to shoot down as many barrels out of the sky as you can. You see the blue ones? You're gonna want to be shooting those down as much as you can. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna try and make it quick.
Done it. You've broken the defenses of Ulduar. In a few moments, we'll be dropping into.
Okay, so this shoots the stuff out of the sky, shoots the blue stuff out of the sky, puts stacks of pyrite on the boss. You stack up pyrite stacks on the boss, all while your tanks kite this boss around the edges of the room. So you want to kite the boss around the edges like this and interrupt his flame vents that he does. You'll kite him around the edges of the room like so. You go all the way around the room, kiting him, and while everybody's DPSing him down, shooting those pyrite barrels out of the sky and grabbing them. And then at a certain point, you'll DPS down the cannons, and you'll toss your melee up with this button as soon as you can. Your melee, like your rogues or whatever you want to send up there. But I send rogues up there, but you can send whatever you want. But you got to interrupt those flame vents that are being casted at me. You see how it's a lot of damage? It would be a lot of damage on the real thing. You want to be interrupting it with the first button on your siege engine. And you want to be kiting. So here's what pyrite does. It stacks on the boss. You see how the pyrite stacked on the boss? It's doing a lot more damage than it normally would. And on hard mode, you leave up all the towers, and the boss gets more HP, and there's plants and various ads that you have to deal with along with him. So I just killed XTD Construct, or I'm going to XTD Constructor in a little bit. So as long as you're tossing your melee up, and your choppers are picking your melee back up, because you can't leave them on the top of it, you have to get them down. You gotta make sure that you're always getting your melee up and out, and DPSing it down as quickly as possible. That fight can take a while, so once you do it, you get rewards like these. Ooh. Well, not like these, because these are watered down item levels, but you get the idea. Okay. Here we go. We're moving on to the next boss. So, the next boss I like to do next is Razor Scale. And there's a teleporter here for informational purposes. So, you got this boss right here. It's Razor Scale. You talk to this guy, and he starts it. We say we're ready to help. So basically, you get your little dwarf buddies right here to fix these catapults that shoot the things down. And they impel Razor Scale and take her out of the sky.
I'm out of range.
So you want to kill these ads. You have to kill the various packs of ads. The big ones you want to kill first. The casters you want to kill as well. There's little patches of fire that get on the ground like this. You got to watch out for that. You DPS all these down. You kill all the dwarves. They keep on coming. And then the dwarves repair the cannons. You shoot down the dragon. Dragon gets down. You pop Hero or Lust. Kill it. Easy. If you don't kill it in the first phase, that's okay. You can get a couple of phases of it. Depends on how good your DPS is. You should be able to one phase it, but not everybody can one phase it. So it says Harpoon turret is ready for use, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and you're going to click on it, and it's going to take down the boss. After you get enough of them on the boss. So, all while killing the ads and dodging the fires. You don't want to stand in the fires, because the fire is bad. Why would you want to stand in fire? Any logical person wouldn't want to stand in fire. Okay. So we're going to go back here. And since this is 25 man, it's a lot more. It only takes like a couple of turrets on 10 man to drag it down. But it takes this many on hard or on 25 man. And you're going to go and do this. The dragon's gonna come down. You're gonna hero or lust,
I need to target something
and boom.
first.
You're gonna hopefully burn it. It's not gonna be that fast, but you get the
Inventory
idea.
is full.
Oh, my bags are full, so let me fix that really quick. Sorry, apologies. My bags are horrendous right now. Okay. We want to talk about that bag situation. I'll clear that in a little bit. But that's not part of the raid guide anyway. So you killed that. You're gonna go over here and you're gonna take this guy down. This Ignis, the Furnace Master. So that would have been good. That book of Shadow Protection, but you know, you can't trade it anymore in Dragonflight, which I'm using for illustration purposes to show you this guy. But it still works just the same as the original Ulduar. Okay, you gotta kill these. Yada yada yada. Give you some fires sometimes. Kill these. You fix your bags. Be right back. Okay, so here he is, folks. It's Ignis the Furnace Master. So, what this boss is going to do is, you're not going to want to kill him that fast because, yeah. So, he will create ads called Molten Constructs. Your tanks will bring them to the water. They'll get stacks of brittle. When they brought to the water, they do damage as fire if you don't bring them to the water. So, make sure that you bring them to the water. You kind of want to tank Ignis right here in the center, while your tanks bring those to the water to get brittle. And then you want your ranged DPS as your Lux Hunters and Frosty Case time to shine on this fight when you can kill and burst down the ads very quickly. That's what you're going to want to happen. So from time to time, he'll take a random person in the raid and you'll get an achievement called Hot Pocket. He'll put you in his pouch and he'll suck you in, and then after that you gain 150% haste buff for 10 seconds. So make sure you utilize that if you can get out. So other than that, you just want to not be interrupted by his casts. You want to stop casting when he's casting flame vents. There will be ads coming in from four corners of the room. Make sure you focus them down so they don't reach the boss and explode or heal him. Your raid will be periodically debuffed throughout the fight. The boss will put Searing Light on you, which pulses an AoE around you. Stay away from other players, and or Gravity Bomb, which explodes and sucks players in. So make sure that you're watching out for people near you. You will want to save your healer cooldowns for when he does Tympanic Tantrum, because it can be a raid wiper. And make sure, Shadow Priest, that you're not casting Shadow Word Death on yourself and killing raid members. Gotta love this boss's voice. So he's gonna pound your tank. And you're not gonna want to be near people when you get searing light. And he has a heart that drops down at a certain point, and you DPS it down. And that's the easiest fight in the game. Just kidding, it'll probably be quite hard on the first week.